Paradise now is where we're going first of all, and we're talking to Katie Price about Paradise because that's your new book.
That's the book.
That's your new book, okay?
Yes, yes.
And but I'm reading the headlines. As a result of this book, you'll see these headlines today, which scream out: Jordan wants Alex. Warns Alex, I'll go back to Pete. And the reason is, there's a sort of prophecy. They're saying that in this book, you are predicting that you will leave Alex and go back to Pete. How did they come up with that one?
Because me and Rebecca, because obviously the book was written like about a year ago, it's like whatever me and Rebecca do, it predicts sort of what has happened now. But
Is she a witch
it's
or
slightly
something?
different because in the book, Angel's still married. And then she meets a sportsman. That's how it starts off the same. She meets a sportsman. Then he has a love child. Then she does a reality show with him. And it's like, isn't that what I'm doing? But there's no truth. I don't want to get back with it. I'm very happy, happily married. But, you know, they twist and turn things. But thanks for promoting the book, Daily Star. You got it right. Woo!
And congratulations. We haven't seen you since you got married. The
I
last time
know.
we saw you engaged. So
Yes.
you had a lovely day.
Yeah, well, we got married in Vegas, which was all private. And then, obviously, we did the blessing for the 3-part. But really, really good
Which
day,
wasn't so
actually.
private with all the paparazzi, which we
No,
obviously saw
that
on your
wasn't.
show.
But when we got home, because we had it at home, it was brilliant, actually. Really good, relaxed, chilled-out day.
How can you have a relaxed, chilled-out day being you? I mean,
Saying that, I got here like 7 minutes before we were on air. Do you know, everything I do is always a drama, stress, like, woo.
yeah,
But no.
and there's a camera crew following you about
Yeah.
and all that sort of
But
thing.
I'm used to them now, so
Are
it's
you?
cool. Yeah. I actually like having them with me because of all the dramas that happens in the papers. When they watch the show, people are starting to say, hang on a minute, that was said, but in your show, it shows really what happened. So it's quite good that they do follow me, actually.
Yeah. What about everybody else following you? Are the books selling as well? What about your
Yeah.
appearances, you know, singing and whatever? I mean, you cancelled that appearance at GAY and whatever.
Yeah.
And I read things that people say, well, she's not as popular as she used to be.
Yeah.
What's your feeling on that?
I think it's absolute nonsense. My signings, I did one on Saturday for my equestrian range. It was absolutely packed. It was brilliant. It's fantastic. It's really weird. It's like they write rubbish about me, but I think people come along so intrigued to think, is she really this bad? What is going on? So actually, no, not at all. I can't wait to do my book signings. Everything's up. My books are selling really well. But, you know, it's the dramas that the papers write.
And what about the music now, then? Is that
But
finished? You kind of...
No, I am going to bring out something again. The reason I didn't do GAY, you have to do 2 songs. They wanted me to do 2 songs. And obviously, because the book's out, I couldn't stress myself out to do another song and a dance routine. It was just too much pressure. And, you know, I don't want to do music as a career, but I love singing. And I did that song. And I am going to do another song, and I'll bring it out on iTunes. I'm not a singer, but I love
But it's
doing
almost
it.
like you put yourself up there
I know,
to be
my
knocked
mum
down
says that. She
because
goes,
you...
Kate, why are you doing it? I'm like, Mum, because I want to do it and I can do it. So I will, but I probably won't promote it. I'll just do it all digital because I want to do it.
But you don't mind that people say, well, she can't sing. She
But
can't
I say
sing,
it
she can't
myself. I
dance."
can sing.
know.
I can sing, but I'm not a Whitney Houston or someone like that.
Well,
But
she's
yeah.
not too good these days.
I know, I
You'd be
saw her
better
in
than her.
concert in the old days. But, you know, to me, getting on stage to try and do a dance routine, I'd have to, because I just can't do it. It's just not for
Can't
me.
sing and dance.
Oh, I can't do
Where
it.
do you get your positivity from? I mean, you are
Family.
very, very positive. Do you ever have dark days? Do you really have times where you don't believe in yourself?
This industry is all fun and game. It's a big game. At the moment, yeah, they've got it in for me. It's like a film. My life is like a film. It's like I'm the baddie all the time, but I still do what I want to do. Does that make sense? And my family and everyone, they're so supportive because they know the truth. As long as I'm having fun, and if I wasn't enjoying it, I would get away and get out of the situation.
Can you ever imagine a time, though, when you haven't got a film crew following you around, when you haven't got a book out, when you know, do you ever see that day? Is there a master
Of course it will happen
plan?
one day, but, you know, I've just signed a new deal with Virgin for another 2-3 years, so it's like, you know...
What is that? Is that books or songs? What's that?
Virgin, that's the TV show Virgin. That's
Oh,
all
right, I'm
different
with you,
shows
yes,
and
yes.
stuff. Because my production company, I'm doing shows for other people too, so I'm expanding there. The books, I'm just about to sign another deal with Random House.
Yes, but you see
So-
that book thing. Explain that to me because you're quite upfront. Everybody
Yeah.
knows you don't write these.
I wouldn't have time to, no.
Right.
I wouldn't know how to.
But then explain to me why
Yeah.
anybody then would buy it as a supporter of you. Why
Because
would
the plot
why would
is
you need
from
your
me.
name associated
Because
with
the
it?
plot is for me. I say to Rebecca how I want a story to go.
Yes.
So each chapter I sit down with Rebecca and she says, but Kate, I think we should change it like this. And I'm like, no, well, I want it like this. So it is joint. I don't actually sit there and type it, no. Well, I wouldn't have time to do that.
And people believe it's based on all your experiences in the
Well, it is a
world
bit,
that
yeah.
you
But I
live
mean, when
in.
you read it, you know, there is lots of similarities, but it is fiction. It is made up. But obviously, I can only think of a plot line sort of to my experiences kind of thing.
And talking of fiction and made up, the other thing that's written a lot about is that your marriage to Alex is all for the TV cameras. It's all a sham. You've only done it to get the publicity right up
That's
until...
why I did it.
Yeah.
That's, you know.
So I've heard it's like they've done a big circle. They did that with me and Pete, and then they've gone through this circle about surgery. I've had all that. It's like going round in a circle. I don't know, what will they say next? I don't know. What have they said about me and Alex? That we're splitting up, then I'm pregnant, surgery's ruining my life, she's got no friends. If you look back like a couple of years ago, they've already said all that. So
Well, let's look at those, because you say you're not pregnant, but
Yeah.
you'd like to be.
Oh, God, yeah.
So
Definitely.
that's all
yeah.
happening.
Trying, yes.
I also read that you'd offer to be a surrogate mum.
Oh, I said that to
Gary,
Gary
your
Phil
makeup
years ago.
artist and friend.
I definitely would be one, but obviously me and Alex would like some first. But I've always said I'd be a surrogate mum if they couldn't have a kid. Definitely, they're like part of my life, you know. So.
And if for any reason, let's hope that's not the case, that you and Alex couldn't have children, would you ever consider adopting? You and Alex couldn't have children. Would
I've
you
always
ever
said I
consider
would adopt
adopting?
as well, definitely. Even when I have my own, I'd definitely adopt. Well, I've said that before.
Could you tell us and tell everybody else why and how you love Alex? What does he bring to you? What is the attraction of him? What does he bring to your life? Why is he
You
the
know
one?
what? I can be my absolute self with him. I don't have to... You know, sometimes when you're in a relationship, sometimes you have to adjust a bit. Anyone, not just me, anyone. But you can't completely change yourself, because eventually that real self will come out. So it's best to be yourself from the beginning. And he accepts me for who I am, and I accept him for who he is.
On the subject of being yourself, this bits and pieces of weak cosmetic surgery and things that you get done.
I had the filler and I always have Botox.
Well, I've seen you at times where, you know, you can see that you've had it. Today, I think you look very beautiful.
I look like a chipmunk today. What you want about?
No, I think you look lovely.
Do you know, on my hen, we all had filler, Botox, lips, and I said, no, I'm not doing it again. They're like, oh, we did, Kate. And I'm like, oh, go on, I'll have a little bit. And when I had it done, I was like, oh, it looks awful, but it's all going down now. The thing is, it doesn't last forever, which is good. But no way, I still look like a chipmunk.
Well,
That is a thing people say about you. Look, you know, you're a beautiful girl. Why do you need the
Why-
fillers
why
and
do
the
you need
lips?
it?
Well, it's not permanent, so... Yeah, no, it's mad, but then I blame my friends and my family because we all did it. So.
You think you're
But I'm the
addicted
one who
to
gets
it?
picked on.
Are you addicted to
No,
it?
if you have the proper stuff, like I've seen some people go too far, the facelift, that is too far. But the odd jab of Botox and that, it's like everyone does it. It's so obvious what celebrities have had it these days, and they're like, "Oh no, I'm natural." It's absolute rubbish.
Well, yeah, you do always admit to it.
And I've got no
What
problem
about Alex? Does
admitting
he
it.
like it? Does he?
He likes me being natural. He likes me with no makeup on. He likes me natural. But most men I've been with like me natural.
Yeah.
Well, you're lucky you have the option. You can do it. I'm just waiting for all my Botox to go down. I've got that chipmunk look at the moment.
That's
but
why you're
when the
swollen.
swelling comes down.
I think men, if they have too much Botox and no expression, it looks odd, but it's all right for us women.
Now, Colin Robertson's TV biz in the Sun today. One of those stories, I'm not at liberty. Holmes, I turned down the Doctor Who job. I'm not at liberty to tell you that. I'm actually referring to this one over here. And this is...
What have I done now?
Well, bacon and piggies.
Oh,
Bacon.
Bingles.
You've gone right off bacon. Why have you gone off bacon?
Because one of our bridesmaids bought us a micro pig as a present.
What is a micro
Micro pig.
pig?
It's that big, called Bingles. Princess named him. And now, when we eat bacon and stuff, it tastes like the smell of Bingles.
Exactly.
And we can't,
do
eat
it.
it. It's really mad.
So he's a pet, lives in the house.
He's the most cleanest animal we've ever had. So intelligent. And everyone who comes in the house, they're like, only your house could get away with this. He's just a pig running around, plays with the kittens. So he's like a dog, really.
Now, we see, obviously, on your reality show
Yeah.
and Pete's reality show, the kids go between you. That seems to have worked out. But obviously, again, a lot has been written about Harvey.
Yeah.
And it's been said that you now won't let Pete
Pete
see
saw him
Harvey.
last week,
So
so
what's
that's
the
rubbish.
truth?
I took Harvey to Pete's last week, and he did see him.
And do the kids seem to have accepted that situation, that Daddy lives there and now they're with Alex?
Yeah.
And,
Yeah,
it's hard with families, you
Yeah,
know.
no, it is. But I revert back for when my mum and dad split up, because I was about 3 or 4. And to be honest, I can't even remember it. So really, it was probably good that it happened at that age, because if you were a lot older and kids know, then I think it probably can affect them. But I can't remember it, so... You know, and they're quite lucky, really. Any child that has parents that are divorced, they're quite lucky because they get extra Christmas presents, extra birthdays, and extra trips. So, but there's so much love from both sides. You know, as long as you keep loving them, and you know.
And are you and Pete in a good place? You're fairly amicable things?
We don't really talk. It goes through solicitors, but you know, it's all good. And one day, hopefully, it'll be all really good. I hope so for the children's sake.
Yeah. But you're in a good place.
Yes.
Happy,
Not
married.
quite paradise, but
Not in
far
this
from it.
world. In the media world, I'm going down a horrible road. But in the real world, I'm fine. Loving it. Moving into the new house. Can't wait. Get my horses there. All
Still
good
got
things.
time for the horses?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, the past 2 weeks I haven't ridden, obviously, because of the book. But I've just bought a house, so I'm moving all my horses there. So every morning, without fail, I can ride.
Good girl.
Well, you were at the polo, weren't you, last
Yeah, I
weekend?
rode at the polo last
So
week.
you're going to be competing more now?
Dressage.
Dressage, yeah.
Yeah.
Although I'm moving near a place that they do polo, I'm going to do that twice a week. I do talk a lot, sorry.
It's only no. Listen, it's
a long time
It's just
to-
like a chat. It's lovely.
Yeah.
And the Olympics 2 years away.
I haven't got the right horse for that, but I'll go and watch,
You
definitely.
go once, okay. Lovely talking.
Good to
to
see
you.
you.
Look
Thank you very
after
much.
yourself. Thank you very
Thank
much.
Thanks,
Lee. Thank
Katie.
you.
Katie Price in Paradise there.
I'll do the book launch tomorrow, H&B Oxford Street if you want to come.
There you go.